Hello everyone, I'm Mesquita, nice to meet you. I said in a previous video that I 100% complete Hades, but I feel the need to make an entire video just about it because of how much I love it and how important it was to me. So here's my personal experience with Supergiant's roguelike. Hades was the first game I played on Steam and the first game I played on my PC at all. After months of saving money to finally be able to play for myself instead of just watching others on YouTube, it has a special place in my heart. But that's not the only reason I think Hades is a peak video game, and I want to discuss about it in this video. Let's break it into a few parts: gameplay, art, music, and last but not least, the history. The gameplay of Hades isn't that different from other roguelikes. You have a safe space where you can buy upgrades, unlock new things, and talk to the characters you met through the game in order to discover new things about them and the world of the game. Then, you restart a run and get into the real action. You climb all the way to the surface through a wide variety of rooms. There is Charon's shop, and then there are challenge rules where you need to survive without taking damage. Sometimes you need to choose between two gods, and the one that you reject will try to kill you. In your run, you'll find some characters like Sisyphus, the guy that goes from the Greek myth to a meme, Thanatos, the hot god that you can date with, or Patroclus, the boyfriend of Achilles. Sometimes you will find a hole that looks like a void, and you jump into it and you arrive at a strange place and talk to the chaos personification that will cast a curse at you, and if you don't die after some rules, you receive a bonus. After all of that rules, you reach the boss of the section. When you defeat them, you will move on to the next area and repeat it until you reach the end. But since it's a roguelike, you will die many times before you can even talk to Hades for the first time. Zagreus has a huge number of weapons, and each one has different aspects that change how it plays. Combined with the large variety of enemies and traps, it creates a chaotic, frenetic gameplay that sometimes makes the game look like a bullet hell, and I love it. And of course, you can fish and pet the dog in this game. There are thousands of videos that analyze and explain why the art of Hades is so amazing. I'm still a beginner artist, so I don't have much knowledge in this area, but I'll talk about it anyway. First, the characters. Gen Z's drawings are incredible. Each character has so much personality. The poses that look like they are taken from JoJo, the art style that combines great silhouettes that makes the characters so distinct from each other to their vibrant colors. And the expressions all come together to make each one unique and charismatic. Even Charon, the sales male who has no dialogue, has a great design. I mean, look at this guy. And then there is the scenarios. Do you know that feeling when you stop and you start to appreciate the beauty of a game? That feeling is constant when you are playing Hades. And it is amazing. Each section of the run has its own colors, sounds, and elements, like all the cracks, debris, and broken statues that we see in Tartarus, to bring this feeling of abandonment, chaos, and destruction. Because that's the place that only the worst souls go to stay to eternity. Then we have Asphodel, a hot and dangerous place where those who don't choose between good and evil and end up living mediocre lives. It is surrounded by lava and skulls. This place don't have a single sign of life and never will have. And then we have the Legion, a place so different from the others that don't look like we're still in the underworld. We have gold for all over the place, and we even have light. That's the reward that only the greatest heroes deserve after their death. And none of that you realize as you play the game, because the environments have so much detail that you don't always notice. Your screen is always moving, your eyes are focused on the enemies or the traps, and sometimes you don't even realize the world around you, but it exists and it's beautiful. You know, a game has a great soundtrack when you add some of the songs to your playlist and start to listen to them in your daily routine. They start to be part of who you are. That happens to me with many songs of this game. Like the theme that plays when you are walking through the house is a great background music. and the Hades boss fight track is perfect for the gym or for cardio. I personally use it while riding an exercise bike, and plus it has a variation to each phase of the fight. I mean, who wouldn't get excited listening to that? And of course, we can't forget the best songs in the game, the Orpheus songs. This guy is really incredible. I mean, listen to them. Hades is one of these games that you buy it and receive an album of music as well, to enjoy the experience at the fullest. To be honest, Hades' history isn't perfect, but it has a lot of depth. The narrative and the ending are really good. In fact, the biggest plot twist happens at the beginning of the game, when Zagreus discovers that Nyx isn't his biological mother and that Persephone exists. That changed everything, because Zagreus no longer wants to escape just because he doesn't like the underworld. He needs to escape to find his mother, ask her the truth, why she lives, why he never know about her, what Hades have done to her, and other questions that makes you wanna progress more in the history. And then there is the development of the characters, the relationship between them, between Zagreus and Hades, Nyx, the gods, and even the secondary characters are a pleasure to watch. Even the two romance roots, Megara and Thanatos, are well developed. Megara starts the game as an enemy who hates us and he slowly starts to like us, and Thanatos thinks we are immature and reckless because of our attempts to escape, but progressively start to admire us. The characters in this game are really good and I love each of them so much. I don't have played Hades 2 yet, but if you guys wanna see a video about it, leave in the comments and I'll try to add it in my list of videos to make in the future. If you have anything to share about this game, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching and see you later.